Colorado High School Activities Association basketball is on B106 and B106.com. Tonight from Fort Morgan High School, it is a Tri-Valley League doubleheader as the Fort Morgan Mustangs host the Erie Tigers. And we will be going to the national anthem here shortly, but this is a game that, the girls can certainly win. Their last game that they played against Erie, they led 27-26 at halftime and then only scored 14 points in that second half. And so that put them behind the 8 ball. They got beat 61-41. And we are going to go to the national anthem. Okay, back here at Fort Morgan High School, this is Brian Nickel that will bring you the game tonight. We will try to get the starting lineups here shortly. And see who the Erie Tigers, they will be. Grace Moyers, a freshman. She's averaging 9.6 points a game. Also starting is Sammy Irby, a sophomore. Also starting is Alyssa Barnett, a junior. And along with number 34, Edie Morrow, she's also a freshman. And rounding out the starting lineup will be number 44, Lauren Kia. She is a senior, and they are coached by Sarah Pfeiffer. Assistant coaches are Clark Button, Lindsay Fox, Clark Button, and Casey McClure. Now the starters for the Fort Morgan Mustangs will be junior Allie Christensen, along with number 3 Whitney Frasco, a senior. Also Maddie Griffith, a senior, will be starting tonight. And along with Lauren Keller, a junior, and rounding out the starting lineup for the Fort Morgan Mustangs will be Clementina Numerolongo. And she is also a junior for these Lady Mustangs. So we'll see how they fare tonight. The girls came up just short on Thursday night against Roosevelt, lost by 3. Had a good comeback in that fourth period, but came up just a little bit short. The head coach for the Fort Morgan Lady Mustangs is Mitch Elrick, and he is assisted by Kaylee Jelinek and Steve Starcer. Lady Mustangs come in 5-10 overall, 1-7 in league. Erie is 9-6 overall, 4-4 in league. Leading scorers for the Lady Mustangs, Maddie Griffith leads the way at 9.4, and Allie Christensen at 8 points a game. The opening tip is brought to you by Ingmeyer Phillips Insurance. Things happen in life. Make sure you're prepared with the right insurance coverage. Ingmeyer Phillips Insurance in Brush and Fort Morgan. Numerolongo is going to be jumping against Irby. And that tip is going to be controlled by Erie. A 3 is taken. That off the backboard, no good. Going to be rebounded underneath, and shot is up and no good. Rebounded to Christensen. As Lady Mustangs get the ball up into the front court, little jumper is up and no good. Going to be out of bounds off of Fort Morgan. That shot was partially blocked and then off of Numero Longo. So Erie into the front court with Moyers. Now over on the near side to Kia. Kia's pass into the lane. Now Kia's going to get it back. A jumper from the top of the key is going to be good for Kia as they take the 2-0 lead here early in this ball game. Griffith over to the left side to Christensen. Griffith with a little jumper from the baseline, and that is going to be up and good for Maddie Griffith. Moyers now into the front court being guarded by Griffith. Now on the near side to Irby. She's going to drive it down to the right side, and that's going to be up and no good. Going to be tipped around and off of Erie and out of bounds. So now the Mustangs to set up their offense here in the front court with Keller over on the left side, down to Marilongo at the baseline. Bounce, thought there was a bounce pass. She pulled it back up. And now a jump will be called, and that should be possession arrow Fort Morgan, as they will now inbounds left baseline of their basket. Allie Christensen gets it into Frasco. Back to Christensen for a three up in the corner, and that is up and no good. Going to be, they're going to call a foul on Keller, I believe. That will be Keller's first. Team first. Now Moyers up into the front court. Gets it off to Barnett. Now back to Moyers over on this near side to Irby. And that shot is up and no good. Going to be rebounded by Numero Longo. Maddie Griffith, little layup, and that's going to be up and no good. Goes over the basket. Barnett with the rebound. Moyers now trapped over in the left corner, but gets it back out front, and that shot is going to be up and no good and tipped around and finally taken away by Keller. And now a reach foul in the back court, and that will be on Moyers. That will be her first, team first. 5:35 to go here, tied up at 2. Griffith picks up her dribble. Now she's going to try to lob it down, but it's going to be picked off underneath and taken away. Now the Tigers get it down quickly, and that shot is going to be up and good right at the bucket by Barnett. So 4-2 Erie. That ball is going to be kicked, so out of bounds to the Mustangs here on the near side in front of the Erie bench. Lauren Keller to fire it in to Griffith. Griffith's going to back it out, set up the offense. Now she's going to go over left high wing, picks up her dribble, now gives it off here to Keller, to Christensen. Christensen outside the three-point line, picks it up, gives it up to Frasco. Frasco looks to Griffith. Her shot is going to be blocked, going to be taken away finally by Irby. But a foul is going to be called. I believe that's on Numero Longo. That will be her first, team second. Destiny Pelton comes in for Numero Longo. Anna Hefner, along with Deb Allschuler, comes in for the Erie Tigers, along with Caitlin Patterson. Over in the corner is Patterson. Patterson out at the left wing, now gives it off to Morrow underneath, and that shot is going to be up and good by Anna Hefner. Anna Hefner averages 10 points a game. She's their leading scorer. Lauren Keller all the way to the bucket, up and in for Lauren Keller. Here now into the front court, get their offense set up with Kia. They're going to get it back underneath to Hefner, back out to Kia. And that shot is going to be up and no good, rebounded by Hefner. That's going to be stolen away in the corner by Maddie Griffith. Griffith picks up her dribble, now off to Keller on the left high wing. Pelton back up to Griffith. Griffith with the right-handed dribble. Gives it off to Christensen on the right wing. Christensen now to Frasco. Frasco out at the point. A three, and that is going to be short by Griffith. Taken away by Morrow. Patterson gets it out to Hefner over on the far side now to Allschuler. She drives it down the lane, up and good for Allschuler. 8 for Erie. 3:09 left here in this first period. Christensen picks up her dribble, now gives it off to Frasco. Frasco gives it back off to Christensen out at the point. Now Griffith's going to take over at the point. Keller on the far left wing. Back to the ball was tipped away but got back by Griffith. Pelton now back to Griffith. She's going to go get her shot blocked and rebounded by Keller. Nice job by Lauren Keller, and then she was fouled. And that foul goes on Kia, team second. So Lauren Keller will go to the line to shoot two. The first Fort Morgan basket of the game is brought to you by Cargill Meat Solutions. That first free throw is up and good. Cargill works with the community to make sure there are jobs for the members of the communities they're in. So Lauren Keller with shot number 2. Nothing but net for Keller. 4 points on the night for Keller as the Tigers get the ball into the back court. Now Patterson cross court to Irby. Irby's going to hand it off now to Allschuler. Allschuler's three is going to be off the rim and no good. Rebounded by Frasco. Nice job by Frasco on the box out. Maddie Griffith all the way down. Her layup is going to be up and no good. Rebounded by Pelton. Shot is going to be up and good by Pelton. So 8-8 here now. 2:08 left here in this first period. And that shot is going to be up and good right at the basket by Hefner. 4 points on the night for Hefner. So a 1-2-2 basically looks like the defense here for the Erie Tigers. Over on the far side to Pelton, back out to Keller. Near side down to Frasco. Minute 40 over to Keller on the left wing. She's going to drive it down. Her shot is going to be up and no good. Partially blocked. Ball is going to be tipped around and taken away by Erie. Now underneath, and that shot is going to be up and good, and that will be Patterson, her first bucket of the game. Now on the near side to Frasco. Back up to Keller to Griffith. Griffith's going to drive it into the lane, going to get off to Frasco for a three, and that is off the rim and no good. It's going to be rebounded by Allschuler as they get the ball into Patterson. Now underneath to Hefner. Shot is up and no good. Rebounded by Christensen. Christensen brings the ball up. Oh, yep. It's going to be a turnover. She was into the front court before she gave it off to Griffith, and Griffith was just coming over the half-court line. So now into the game for the Mustangs will be Allie Bauman. She will take the place of Lauren Keller. She will take a seat. Under a minute left here, 12-8 Tigers. Now over on the near side to Moyers. She's going to pick it up now. A three is going to be taken. That three is up and no good. Rebounded, going to be finally taken away. And then a travel is going to be called. Fort Morgan had possession, but Allie Bauman goes down. Once she got the rebound. 37 seconds left here, first period, 12-8 Erie. Over on the far side to Alshuler. Schuler's going to drive it down the lane. Her shot is going to be up and no good. Going to be rebounded by Frasco. Nice strong rebound there by Frasco. She gets it off to Griffith as she gets it into the front court for the Lady Mustangs. Now over to Bauman over on the far side to Frasco. Down to 11 seconds, 10 seconds. The ball is going to be taken away on the far side. Looks like a travel, but nothing called. Coach Elrick thought so too, and that shot is up and no good at the buzzer. So that's the way this first period will come to an end as the Lady Mustangs are down 4, 12-8 on Morgan County's B106 and B106.com. Brian Nickel back here at Fort Morgan High School as the Lady Mustangs find themselves down 4 as they begin this second period, Kelsey Klaus into the game now for the Lady Mustangs, along with Autumn Wheatley. But Erie with first possession here in this second period. Up high to Moyers, now over on the far side to Kia. The ball is going to be tipped but taken away, but taken by Moyers, now over on the far side. Underneath, shot is going to be up and good by Alyssa Barnett. Her second bucket of the night. So the Mustangs in the front court setting up their offense. As Autumn Wheatley out at the point gives it off to Bauman. And now a 30-second timeout will be taken by Mitch Elrick and the Mustangs. But we'll just keep it right here as Lady Mustangs are down now 14-8. Coming up on Tuesday, the Lady Mustangs, along with the boys, will be playing here at home against Holy Family. It's a 5:30 start for the girls, 7 o'clock game for the boys. The boys will be coming up here later tonight. Scheduled for a 7 o'clock start against the Erie Tigers. We'll see what the Lady Mustangs can do here, down 14-8. As they will inbounds far side midcourt. They get it into Christensen out at the point. Now she's going to give it off to Bauman. Over to Wheatley on the far side to Klaus. Now back up to Wheatley. As they just work the perimeter. Now it's going to be to Bauman into the lane. Her shot is going to be blocked, but they're going to call a foul. I believe that's going to be on Kia. See if they put that on for sure. That will be on Kia. That will be her second. So Allie Bauman to the line to shoot 2. That first one rolls around and falls in for Bauman. Now a couple of changes here for the Erie Tigers. Caitlin Patterson comes in along with Anna Hefner. So Allie Bauman shoots, and that one's off the back of the rim, and no good. Going to be tipped around and finally taken away by Irby. All the way down. That shot is going to be up and no good. Rebounded by Bauman. Now it's going to be, let's see, they're going to call a foul. I believe it's on Erie on the takeaway. And they're going to call that on Hefner. That will be her first. So now the Mustangs will inbounds far side midcourt. They'll get it into Griffith, who is now back into the game for the Mustangs. Griffith on the near side to Wheatley. Wheatley's going to pick it up, get it back to Griffith, and then the ball is going to be taken away by Erie. As Moyers, they try to get it underneath. It's going to be finally going to be taken away, So it's just knocked around, and finally the Erie Tigers come down with it. Through the hands of Hefner, and then back into the hands of Irby, back up top to Patterson. Patterson's going to give it off to Morrow. Morrow's going to drive it all the way down and up and good for the bucket. is Edie Morrow. So 16-9. They're going to call a foul underneath on Erie. And that foul will go on Irby. Be her first. Team fifth. So Kelsey Klaus, Autumn Wheatley come out. Emma Wolf, Lauren Keller back into the game. Oh, that ball, I thought it was going to be taken away. It should have been Lauren Keller with the layup, and that shot is going to be no good. Had the chance for the bucket, but it rolled out. And that foul will go on Hefner. That will be her second. That will send Lauren Keller back to the line to shoot 2, where she was 2 of 2 in that first quarter, and that one was also good. 3 of 3 so far for Keller. 16-10 to Erie Tigers. 5:46 left here in the second period. Into the game now will be Deb Allschuler, and she comes in for Anna Hefner. So Lauren Keller with free throw number 2, and that one is up and also good. Nice job by Keller. 4 of 4 so far. Mustangs are 5 of 6 so far from the free throw line. As Erie gets the ball down into the front court. Patterson drives it all the way into the lane. Going to turn around. That layup is going to be up and no good. Rebounded to Emma Wolf. She finally gets it off to Griffith. Griffith into the front court. She's going to drive it down. Now she'll bounce pass to Bauman, back to Griffith. Griffith layup is up and no good. Going to be a jump is going to be called. Nice job there by Lauren Keller for the tie-up. Possession will be to the Mustangs as now they will inbound left baseline of their basket. With Allie Bauman. She gets it in to Keller, over to Griffith. 3 from the left, and that is up and good for Maddie Griffith. The first 3 of the night in the game. It brings the Mustangs to within 2, 16-14. Nice takeaway by Maddie Griffith on the steal. She just took it right out of the hands. That layup is going to be blocked. That was a clean block by Edie Morrow. The Mustangs will retain possession as they will inbounds left baseline of their basket. Now they get the ball into Griffith. Keller on the left side. Now she caught course pass to Wolf. That 3 is up, off the rim and no good. Going to be tipped around and taken away by Patterson. Layup is going to be up and no good at the far end. And Edie Morrow tried to rebound it, but she had just stepped in from out of bounds. Wasn't set yet. So 2 turnovers here in this period for Erie. Fort Morgan with 6 in the game, 5 in that first period, 1 here so far in this second period. Bauman over on the far left wing. Now the ball is going to be tipped away, but taken by Griffith. It's going to be stolen away by the Tigers. 3 is going to be taken from up top, and that is off the rim and no good. Going to be rebounded by the Tigers. Over on the far side now to Allschuler. Up top to Patterson. Layup is going to be up and good, and she is going to be fouled, and that is going to be Sammy Irby. That foul is going to be on Allie Bauman. Sammy Irby with the bucket, her first one of the night. So now see who we have on the floor now for the Mustangs. Allie Christensen, Lauren Keller, Whitney Frasco, Autumn Wheatley, and Maddie Griffith. So Irby will shoot 1, and that is up and good. 19-14 with 3:59 to go here in the second period. 19-14. Mustangs on the offensive end as Frasco picks up her dribble. She's got to get rid of it. She gets it off to Griffith. Now they're going to call an illegal screen on Frasco. That will be her first. Tigers inbounds backcourt, get it into the front court with Moyers. Moyers keeps the dribble alive, gets it off over on the other side to Welty. Shot is going to be up and good from the lane, and that is going to be no good. Going to be rebounded by Autumn Wheatley. Knocked out of bounds, retained by the Mustangs. Keller on the far left wing. 3:18 to go, first half. Griffith now on the high right wing. She goes out to the point. She's got to get the ball up here. There, she gets it off now to Keller. Keller is going to drive that baseline. That layup is going to be up and good by Lauren Keller. Wide open, though, underneath is going to be Irby for her second bucket of the night. Mustangs lost her, and she was wide open. Going to the basket, 21-16 Erie. Now with Griffith. Picks up her dribble back off to Christensen, back to Griffith. As she dribbles it back out to the point over to Keller, to Wheatley on the left side. Frasco now out at the left point. Gets it off to Griffith. Griffith with the head fake. She's going to dribble back out, set up the offense, gives it off to Keller here on the near side. And that pass is going to be taken away. Not a good pass by Keller. She tried to get it into Griffith going down the lane, but Griffith wasn't even looking. So a little over 2 minutes. That left-handed layup is going to be up and no good. Going to be rebounded by Keller. Her third rebound of the night. Griffith now to Christensen. She gives it back to Griffith over to Keller on the left wing. Now back to Griffith. Griffith got a shot, is going to be up and good for Maddie Griffith. 7 points on the night for Griffith. 21-18. With a minute 38 here in this first half. The ball was almost taken away, but retained by the Tigers. Shot is going to be up and no good. Rebounded by Wheatley. Her second of the night. Now Griffith with a right-handed dribble. With a minute 20, 21-18 Tigers. Christensen on the cut to Keller. Layup is going to be up. Oh, up and no good. It rims out. Rebounded by Irby. Shot is going to be off the rim and no good. Going to be rebounded by Griffith. And that is going to be knocked out of bounds off of the Erie Tigers. So Fort Morgan will inbounds near side with Christensen. Well, she will get it into the senior Maddie Griffith. Nice screen by Christensen. The layup is going to be up and no good. Going to come up short. Rebounded by Welty. And now a foul underneath. I believe that was on Griffith, her first. As one of the refs is discussing something with Mitch Elric. As they get the ball up into the front court. On the near side, now underneath. That shot is going to be up and good, and that is going to be by Barnett. Griffith into the front court, gives it off to Christensen out at the point. She hands it off now to Griffith with 25 seconds to go here first half. Lauren Keller out at the high left wing. Dribbles up to the point, keeps that left-handed dribble alive. Now a screen by Christensen. Layup is going to be up and no good. Going to be rebounded by the Tigers, and that will be Barnett with a rebound. And they're going to call a travel turnover on Barnett as she tried to go to the bucket. With 7.5 seconds to go here, 23-18. Christensen now to Griffith, down to 3 seconds. Christensen with the long three, and that is up, and just off the front of the rim, just came up short. So that's how this first half will come to an end with the Mustangs down 5, 23-18, as we will go to a 3-minute break on Morgan County's B106 and B106.com. Brad Brian Nickel back here at Fort Morgan High School. As we're down to the last 30 seconds here of this halftime show, halftime period here. I believe the Erie Tigers will get first possession, and they will. See who comes back out to start for the Lady Mustangs. Out on the floor for Erie is Sammy Irby, Lauren Kia, Grace Moyers, Edie Morrow. Let's see, Lauren Kia, and also Alyssa Barnett. So into the front court with the offense underneath. Layup is going to be up, bounces around and no good. Fought for and up and good by Kia. She finally got the rebound, put it back up and in. Griffith now backs the ball out as they set up their offense. Christensen for a three, and that is up and off the rim and no good. Tipped around and finally going to be taken by Keller. Griffith for a three, and that is off the back of the rim and no good. Rebounded by Griffith. And that layup is going to be up and no good. Going to be rebounded again by Griffith. Now to Christensen in the corner for a three, and that's off the back of the rim. Rebounded by Numera Longo, and her shot is going to be up and no good. Finally rebounded by Irby. And that layup is going to be up and no good, but rebounded up and good will be Barnett. She comes down with the rebound. Now the Mustangs down 9, 27-18. Griffith backs it out on the far side as they try to get their offense going here in the second half. Christensen for a three, and that is up and no good. Going to be rebounded by Keller. Her shot is up and good, though, by Lauren Keller. 10 points on the night for Keller, along with 4 rebounds. Moyers now over on the near side to Kia, and her shot is going to be up but no good. Going to be tipped around and got over on the other side by Griffith. Nice hustle by Maddie Griffith. And that ball is going to be tipped out of bounds at the far end by the Erie Tigers. Destiny Pelton in for Numera Longo. So Lauren Keller to inbounds. Left corner, gets it into Griffith. 27-20 Erie with just under 6 minutes to go here, third period. Christensen gets it off to Griffith, now over to Keller, back to Christensen in the left corner. That ball is going to be tipped and taken away. Moyer is all the way down, and there's going to be a foul called on the Lady Mustangs. And that will go on Lauren Keller. That will be her second. And that will send Grace Moyers to the line to shoot 2. That first one is up and good for Moyers. State Farm Insurance, like a good neighbor, Greg Mullen and his team are there to make the insurance world easy for you. Call them at 842-4555. That free throw also up and good. Now full court pressure by Erie, but Maddie Griffith breaks it. And tipped out of bounds on the far side by Erie, so the Lady Mustangs will inbounds far side as they're down 9, 29-20. They get it into Christensen over in the right corner. Picks up her dribble. Now she's going to give it off to Keller. Keller, shot is up and good. Nice job by Lauren Keller, and she draws the foul. And that foul, I believe, is, I thought they said 24, which would be Dwinnell. They're going to call it on Irby, her second. So Keller with the free throw, perfect from the night, from the free throw line. 29-23, the Mustangs down 6 with 5.5 left here, third period. Up top to Irby. Now over on the far side to Moyers. That three is up and no good. Going to be tipped out of bounds by the Tigers. So possession to the Mustangs. So full court pressure by Erie. Maddie Griffith to get the ball. She gets it off now to Keller. Keller back to Griffith. Griffith, they need to get it up into the front court and do. And then that pass was too far ahead of Lauren Keller. So turnover Lady Mustangs with 5:03 left here, third period. So Moyers into the front court. Keeps that right-handed dribble alive over on the far side to Irby. Her three is up and no good. Going to be rebounded by Keller. Nice strong job, but now it's taken away in the back court. And that layup is going to be up and good by Kia. And now I believe it's just going to be a 30-second timeout here taken by Mitch Elrick, so we'll just leave it right here. So this was a 5-point game at the half. Now an 8-point deficit for the Lady Mustangs with 4:39 left here in this third period, 31-23. But Lauren Keller's had a great night tonight so far. 13 points with 5 rebounds for Lauren Keller. Now the Mustangs will inbounds far side as Erie will look to put on full court pressure once again. Griffith to Christensen in the back court. She hands it off to Griffith. Griffith hurries it up into the front court. Underneath the Pelton shot is going to be up and no good. And I believe now they're going to call a foul on Pelton. After the rebound. Erie with the ball into the front court with Moyers. Moyers over on the far side to Irby. And then she loses it. Taken away by Christensen. Christensen's going to stop, but her pass is going to be taken away on the pass into the lane. Now on the drive, that layup is going to be no good. They're going to call an offensive foul on Erie. And that will be on Irby. That will be her third. So Kelsey Klaus, Autumn Wheatley. Christensen and Frasco come out. Now the pass is going to be taken away. And shot is going to be up and no good. Going to be rebounded back up and good by Hefner. Now Griffith into the front court. Nice block over there on the screen. Shot is going to be up and no good by Pelton. Her shot is going to be up and good on the rebound and put back. So 4 points on the night for Destiny Pelton. Oh, wide open underneath. Left wide open underneath was Anna Hefner. Now Bauman to get the ball up into the front court. Get it to Pelton. Now they're going to call an offensive foul. Destiny Pelton just lowered her shoulder into Patterson. So 6 turnovers here in this third period. 13 on the night. Warriors with the dribble, picks it up. Now she's going to give it off to Morrow into the far corner now to Kia underneath. And that is going to be blocked, but finally come down. Who's going to got a scrum going? Then they finally call a jump ball, and that will be possession now to the Lady Mustangs. So Christensen to inbounds as soon as they give her the ball. The Lady Mustangs down 10, 35-25. So you get it out to Bauman over on the high right wing. Keeps that left-handed dribble into the lane, and they're going to call her for she came to assault and drug her foot. So 7 turnovers here just in this third period by the Lady Mustangs. Moyers over onto the far side to Patterson. Patterson back to Moyers out high, now cross court to Kia. Up top, and now ball is going to be, jump is going to be called. Nice job in there by Allie Bauman to tie it up, but the ball will remain with the Erie Tigers. 2:37 left, third period, 35-25. As they get the ball into Moyers, she's being guarded by Griffith. Now into the corner by Morrow, out front to Kia. Over on the far side, and that three misses everything. Ball comes back in and finally going to be taken away by Maddie Griffith. She gets it in the front court to Bauman on the high right wing. That ball is going to be tipped. Klaus with it. She needs to give it away. Now she does to Wheatley. Back to Griffith out at the point. 2 minutes left here, third period. Pass to Christensen, left side. Christensen drives it, stops, pops. Shot is no good, gets her own rebound, and that shot is up and no good. Taken away by the Erie Tigers as they now get it into the front court over on the far side. Patterson drives it down. Her shot is going to be blocked, taken away by Allie Bauman. Now to Griffith. Minute 38 here. Griffith's going to drive it all the way down. Bounce pass to Christensen. Her three is up and off the rim and no good. Going to be kicked around and finally taken away by Moyers. They're going to call a travel on the layup by Kia. So some substitutions here for the Erie Tigers. Sammy Irby back into the game. Anna Hefner into the game. Ava Welty into the game also for the Tigers. Minute 22. Still a 10-point advantage for the Tigers. Layup is going to be up and no good. Going to be rebounded underneath by Irby. Pick up the dribble over here on this near side. Welty out front. Hands it off on the far side. Now over into the corner. And that three is off the back of the rim and no good. Going to be rebounded by Maddie Griffith. I have her with 6 rebounds tonight. And now a timeout is going to be taken by the Mustangs. So we'll take one with them too here as the Mustangs are down 35-25 on Morgan County's B106 and B106.com. For Morgan to inbounds far side, they get it into Maddie Griffith. 52 seconds left here in this third period, down under 50. Allie Bauman out on the high left wing. One dribble now over to Griffith on the right side. Griffith dribbles down the baseline. Her shot is going to be up and no good, but she was fouled and go to the line to shoot 2. And that foul will go on Welty, her first. So Maddie Griffith to the line. This will be her first time to the free throw line tonight, and that looked ugly. Hit off the back of the rim, but no arch to that whatsoever. Griffith on the night was 7 points. So Griffith with her next free throw, and that is in and out. Going to be rebounded by Hefner. Now Moyers up over on the near side to Irby underneath the Hefner. And taken away by Griffith as she gets it into Autumn Wheatley. Wheatley drives it all the way down that left-handed dribble, but her pass is going to be out of bounds as she tried to get it to Christensen. So 8 turnovers here in this period for the Lady Mustangs. 4 for the Tigers. Down to 17-16. Over on the far side to Irby. Welty now to Hefner up top. Over on the near side to Moyers. And her three is going to be off the rim and no good. Going to be tipped around and taken by Welty. Shot is going to be taken, and that's going to come down to Allie Bauman. So the Mustangs are down 10 as we go to the fourth period on B106 and B106.com. Brad Nickelback here at Fort Morgan High School. The Lady Mustangs will have control here in this to start off the fourth period, down 10, 35-25. They were outscored 12-7 in that third period. So some work to do here to get this thing even. Christensen now out on the left wing. Picks up her dribble to Griffith on the left side. Now Griffith is going to take it back up to the point. Get this offense set up. Griffith over on the far side to Bauman. Bauman now with a left-handed dribble, spin move, picks up her dribble, get off to Christensen. Christensen with a head fake gives it off to Bauman. Now back to Griffith. Now far side to Christensen. Head fake. She's going to drive it down. And that shot is going to be up and no good. Hit the backboard. Rebounded to Irby. And almost taken away by the Mustangs. But Erie retains it over on the far side. Going to drive the baseline is Patterson. Her shot is up and no good. Rebounded by Klaus. Her first rebound of the night. Back into the hands of Griffith into the front court. Underneath now to Klaus. Klaus with the one dribble. Going to pick it back out and give it to Bauman out at the point. Back to Griffith. Under 7 minutes left here in this fourth period. Still 35-25. Bauman now to Christensen. Christensen drives it left elbow. Passes it back out to Bauman. Bauman gives it back to Griffith out at the point. Left-handed dribble. Going to drive that baseline. Going to pick it up, gives it off to Bauman. Now underneath, going to be tipped away and taken away by Erie. Now there's going to be a foul out on the far side, and I believe that will be on Wheatley. And that will be Wheatley's first. Well, they're saying Wheatley has 2. So they will inbounds left baseline of their basket as they get it in to Irby over on the far side. It's going to be taken away by Griffith on the layup, and her shot is going to be blocked by Irby and taken away. So now Erie layup is going to be up and good, and that will be Moyers. And ball knocked out of bounds far side by the Erie Tigers. Destiny Pelton in for Kelsey Klaus. So the Mustangs inbounds. Bauman now with it, going to give it to Wheatley. Wheatley to Pelton. Picks up her dribble, gives it off to Christensen. Christensen with the up and under. Her shot is going to be blocked. And retained by the Mustangs as it goes out of bounds. And they're down 12, 37-25. Have yet to score here in this fourth period. That ball is going to be taken away on the inbounds pass. Not a good pass by Griffith. Into the lane. That shot is going to be blocked by Pelton. Off of the Mustangs. Alyssa Barnett comes in for Hefner. Deb Allschuler comes in for Moyers. So they will inbound. They look to get it in. The ball is going to be tipped by Christensen on the inbounds pass. So the ball will be retained by the Tigers as they will now inbounds right corner baseline with Barnett as she looks to get the ball in. She does get it in. She's going to get it back. No, it was over her head, so turnover by the Tigers. So Lauren Keller back into the game. Autumn Wheatley will take a seat. So we'll see if Lauren Keller can continue making some points here. 13 points on the night for Keller. Over on the far side to Griffith. Griffith's going to drive it, pop, and that layup is going to be up and good by Griffith. 9 points on the night for Maddie Griffith. Cuts that lead to 10, 37-27. Mustangs in their man-to-man defense. Nice cut, and that layup is going to be up and good and going to be fouled. And that is going to be Allschuler. And I believe that was on Maddie Griffith. That will be her second, team fifth. So that will send Allschuler to the line to shoot one. And that free throw is off the front of the rim and no good. Going to be taken away by Keller. She gets it into the hand of Griffith in the front court. Back to Keller, 4:54. And now a full timeout will be taken by the Mustangs. We'll take it with them here as the Mustangs are down 12, 39-27 on B106 and B106.com. Mustangs with the ball in the front court with Keller on the far side. Now to Bauman. Back to Keller, over to Griffith. Griffith for a three, and that is going to be off the front of the rim and no good. Going to be rebounded by Patterson. She brings it down, cleared into the front court. Over on the near side to Morrow. They're going to try to get it underneath, and that is into Barnett over on the far side. Now a 3 seconds violation on the Tigers. Their second here in this fourth period. 11 overall. The Mustangs with 18 turnovers unofficially. Now Bauman on the left side, going to give it up to Keller, over to Griffith. Griffith back to Keller. Underneath, and nothing called. Yeah, now they're going to finally call a foul. It will be on Erie. Destiny Pelton goes down, but she says she's okay. So that will be on Irby. That will be her fourth. So the Mustangs inbounds. So Pelton does come out. Emma Wolf in for the Mustangs. 4:06 left. The Mustangs down 12. They've only scored one bucket here so far in this fourth period. Christensen with a little jumper from the free throw line is no good, but they said she was fouled. And that will be on Patterson, her first. So that will send Allie Christensen to the line to shoot two. This will be her first trip to the free throw line tonight. She is scoreless tonight. And that free throw is in and out by Christensen. Only 4 Mustangs on the scoreboard tonight, and that is Bauman, Keller, Griffith, and Pelton. And that next free throw is up and good for Christensen. Now she's on the scoreboard. Cuts it to 11. With just under 4 minutes, they're going to get the ball up top now over here near side to Morrow. But she faked the three, but they're going to call a travel on Patterson. As the Mustangs will now inbounds with 3:51. They haven't started the clock because they haven't touched it yet. There we go. The Mustangs are down 11. They've got to make some baskets here shortly if they want to try to win this game. That shot is going to be up and no good, but Christensen is fouled on the shot. And that will be on Barnett. So Christensen back to the line to shoot two, where she was just there and was 1 of 1. So if they're going to be getting fouled, they need to take advantage of the free throws, and that free throw is up and good by Christensen. Equitable Savings and Loan. Mobile banking on the go makes banking easier for you when you're on the go. Check it out today. So back to a 10-point deficit now for the Lady Mustangs, 39-29, and that free throw also up and good. So 3 points on the night for Christensen. Comes here on the free throws. The Mustangs now with some full court pressure, and they try to knock it off of Griffith, so it's taken away, and the shot is going to be up and no good by Christensen. Going to be rebounded to Irby as they get the ball into the front court, and that shot is going to be up and no good. Shot by Hefner is no good, but they called a foul on the shot. And I believe that is on Bauman. That will be her second. Well, they say that's the third on Bauman. Okay. So Hefner will go to the line to shoot two. And that first free throw is up and good. So Namara Longo comes in for Allie Bauman. So Namara Longo, Christensen, Emma Wolf, Lauren Keller, and Maddie Griffith on the floor. For the Mustangs with 3:17, a 10-point lead, and stays that way as that second free throw is no good. Rebound to Keller. They get the ball into the front court. Now the ball is going to be taken away. Not a good pass out on the wing. Now they're going to get the ball. It's going to be a takeaway by the Lady Mustangs. They get the ball into the hands of Wolf. Wolf's going to stop. Can't find anybody. Now cross court to Keller. Keller dribbles it out. Now it's back up to Wolf. Now to Christensen. A three from the corner. And that is up and off the front of the rim. No good. Going to be rebounded by Welty. So 2:35 to go. The Mustangs down 10, 40-30. Now over into the hands of Morrow. Now it's going to be to Hefner. Back to Morrow. Back up front to Kia. And now a 30-second timeout will be taken by the Lady Tigers. So we will just leave it here as the Mustangs are down 10, 40-30. Mustangs only have one basket so far here in this fourth period. Neither team has really scored very much here so far. The Erie Tigers only with 2 baskets and a free throw. The Mustangs with 1 basket and 3 free throws. So not a lot of offense going on here in this fourth period, but the Mustangs need to get some offense going here in the last 2:19 if they want to try to get this thing tied up or try to win it. So the Mustangs on the year are 1-7 right now in league. If they lose this, they'll be 1-8 and 5-11 overall. So inbounds near court, they get it in to Moyers, being guarded by Griffith. Moyers with that left-handed dribble, going to give it off on the far side to Irby. Back to Moyers out at the point, and now Griffith going to be with the personal fouls. They're going to try to get some points here, or at least stop the clock on the free throws. Autumn Wheatley in for Emma Wolf. Try to see who that is at the free throw line. That is going to be Moyers. And that free throw is up and no good. Going to be rebounded by Wheatley. Gets it into the hands of Griffith. Griffith now into the front court with 2 minutes. They're still down 10. Trying to get it in underneath. Griffith from the screen. Now to Christensen out front. Now to Griffith. She goes for a three, and that is up and no good. Going to be rebounded by Keller. Her shot up and no good. Into the hands now of Moyer. Now cross court and up front to Irby. Irby back to Moyers out at the top. Allie Bauman ready to check in here shortly. They're going to have to foul somebody if they're going to try to get this ball back down 10 with 1:20. They've got to go after somebody. Now Griffith with the foul. They need to get somebody besides Griffith. She's pretty much the ball handler, and that's her 4th. So that will send Moyers back to the line. Still only a 1-1. Where she just missed it. Numera Longo comes out. Allie Bauman into the game with 1:16 left here in the game, and that free throw is up and no good. Going to be rebounded by Christensen, her 4th of the night. So Christensen gets the ball into the front court, going to hand it off to Griffith. And I believe a timeout was just called before the turnover, but it's a full timeout. So we'll take one with them here as the Mustangs are down 40-30 on B106 and B106.com. Bauman with the ball inbounds. Now gets it off to Griffith with just a minute left here in this contest. The Mustangs down 10. So they've got to get some action to the rim. Autumn Wheatley pulls it up, gives it off to Christensen. A three by Christensen is up and good for Allie Christensen. For the three, 40-33. They're going to have to foul to get the ball back. They've got it. There we go. Christensen finally with the foul in the front court as Keller and Bauman knock each other down in the back court. That will send Hefner to the line for the 1-1. Hefner so far tonight, 9 points by Hefner. So still a 1-1 with 9 fouls on the Mustangs, 6 on Erie. And that one is up and good. So she will earn another 41-33. Hefner with the dribble, and now the shot going to be, looked short, but it went in. Caught the front of the rim and rolled in. Now they get it into Griffith. Griffith has the ball taken away from her on the far side. Moyers are going to have to foul if they want to try to get the ball back, and they finally do, and that will be on Allie Bauman. And that will send Patterson to the line. It's 4 on Bauman. So now a 2-shot foul, and that shot is up and good by Patterson. 10 points, now an 11-point deficit for the Lady Mustangs with 27 seconds as the Mustangs get the ball into Griffith. 44-33 Tigers. So the Mustangs will drop to 1-8 and 5-11. That shot is up and no good. Off of Erie and out of bounds. So the Mustangs now to inbounds with 18.5 seconds left. Christensen will inbounds left baseline as they get it into Wheatley. Now that ball is going to be tipped out of bounds on the far side by Moyers. 14.3 seconds left. Just a matter of getting these last few seconds off of the clock. Now back into Griffith. Griffith to Christensen. That shot is going to be up and no good. Going to be rebounded by Patterson. And now a foul in the back court. And that will be on Keller. There's no need to foul now. They're down 11 with 4.3 seconds. And that will send Patterson to the line to shoot 2. Where she was just 2 of 2. She has 4 points on the night. And that free throw is also up and good. 3 of 3 so far tonight for Patterson. And that free throw also up and good. As Griffith with the ball in the backcourt, she's going to drive it up with 2 seconds. Christensen with a long 3, and that is in for the bucket, but it comes up way too short for the Mustangs. But 2 threes here in this quarter, so that put the score 46-36. And the Mustangs come up on the short end here tonight to the Erie Tigers. We will take a 3-minute break and be back with the postgame show here on B106 and B106.com. The Fort Morgan Mustangs postgame show is brought to you by Morgan Community College. Morgan Community College is there to make your dreams become a reality for both traditional and non-traditional students. Check them out at morgancc.edu. Well, the Lady Mustangs fall tonight by 10, 46-36. That will drop them now to 1-8 in league and 5-11 overall. That will send Erie to 5-4 in league and 10-6 overall. But here tonight, the scoring goes like this for the Erie Tigers. Hefner with 11. That is followed by Barnett with 8, and then Patterson and Kia each with 6. That is followed by Irby with 5, and then Moyers and Alschuler each with 4, and then Morrow with 2 for their 46. Leading the way for the Mustangs tonight is Lauren Keller with 13. That is followed by Maddie Griffith and Allie Christensen each with 9. Destiny Pelton with 4. And Allie Bauman with 1 for the Mustangs, 36 points. Christensen came up, finally got hot. She finally got her points, got all 9 points in the fourth period. 3 free throws plus 2 threes, but the 1 3 came right at the buzzer. But she just never got into the offense at all tonight. As far as rebounding goes tonight, Lauren Keller led the way unofficially with 8. Allie Christensen with 4, Allie Bauman with 4, Numera Longo Wheatley with 3, Destiny Pelton with 2, Kelsey Klaus with 1, and Emma Wolf with 1, and Whitney Frasco with 2. Foul trouble tonight, Allie Bauman had 4, Maddie Griffith with 4, Lauren Keller with 3, Destiny Pelton, Autumn Wheatley each with 2, and Whitney Frasco with 1. Leading the way for the Lady Tigers, as far as rebounding goes, Irby had 7 on the night. Hefner had 3, and some other ones. I'm not going to give you those right now. As far as turnovers are concerned, the Mustangs had 7 at halftime and then had 13. So they ended up with 20 turnovers in this contest. The Erie Tigers had 14 in the game. So Mustangs with 20 and the Erie Tigers with 14 turnovers here in this contest. The Mustangs were 4 of 7 in that second half, so they were 9 of 13 overall. As far as free throws go, Erie Tigers, they shot 13 in that second half, and they were 9 of 13, so they were 10 of 14 overall in the contest with their free throws. So the Lady Mustangs once again go down to the Erie Tigers. They lost their first meeting by 20, 61-41. They go down here by 10, 46-36. Fort Morgan Mustangs Player of the Game is brought to you by Transwest. Transwest believes that customers are number one. Check out their selection online or just stop by one of their dealerships in Fort Morgan or Sterling today. And tonight the Transwest Player of the Game will be Lauren Keller. And she led the way with 13 points and unofficially with 8 rebounds. So a nice night for Lauren Keller. Very active tonight for the Lady Mustangs. So we will take a 3-minute break and then be back to start the boys game here on Morgan County's B106 and B106.com.